As you can see here on the right, we've got Rorschach, who will be representing our stream today. As I could probably do something wrong.
Welcome back. Select your heroes.
Today, Rorschach, obviously, representing the stream on the right side, as you can see. He was the latest champion, winning his second trophy, rather. He is the first overall seed, but today we're doing something new. It's something different and exciting. It's called the Load Balancer, and it's going to help us shape things up in the tournament rankings. So I'll go ahead and show you the bracket here. The bracket is not a seeded bracket like normal. It is from the top of the rankings to the bottom. So number 1 overall Rorschach, the top 4 from last tournament get the top 4 spots. But after that, it goes in order of ranking. So Bridget, Perfect Cell, Sabotage, our next 3 trophy winners that are still in the tournament, and then Spider-Man, who is the top ranked current person without a trophy that didn't finish in the top 4 last tournament. And I can tell that the game audio is still pretty loud, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that down a little bit more. And I have the game audio down to 35 and it's still that loud. So let's go ahead and knock it down to 20. I can hear it. I don't have my speakers on, my TV speakers. I just have my headphones. And I don't even have the headphones on me right now, but I can tell that they're that loud. So, anyway, we go down the bracket and you can see here, Rorschach versus Ella will be our toppest at the top left. Batman versus Shaky Jake, the other members of the top 4 from the previous tournament. But then from there on, we've got Bridget, Perfect Cell, Sabotage, Spider-Man. And then in the bottom left, we've got the second group of 8. Musashi versus Colonel Sanders, Giano versus Ryu, Necro versus Goku, Leonardo versus Chun-Li. At the top, we have what I consider the bubble people. These are your 5s and 6s, and a couple 7s. The replacement for Brian. Who is it? Who will it be? We're going to discover it this tournament. We're keeping it a surprise. They will face Rainbow Dash, whoever it may be. Homer Simpson versus Sagetsu. Morgan versus CM Punk, a big matchup there. Big Zam versus Sub-Zero in a battle of bubbles. Sub-Zero, both of those competitors really need to win, and honestly, both of those competitors also need to win against whoever wins in CM Punk versus Morgan. Then you've got your bottom 8. Iori versus Bison, Neko Arc versus Dio Brando, Falco versus Mr. Jones, and Takagi versus Philly and Medici. Whoever wins this bracket is going to be firmly out of that bottom 8 and will be off the bubble once more. So anybody in this bottom 8 really needs to win and get into the final 4. That's the sort of thing that turned around Rainbow Dash's career, it turned around Ryu's career. Getting out of that bottom 8 is a big deal. So, we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to start with our newest entrant, Philly and Medici, who is having some issues in the tournament. They are taking on Takagi. Takagi does not have a stage, so he coughs up home court advantage to Philia, because she does have a stage. Philly Medici representing Skullgirls. Takagi Yoshiyuki is representing an anime. Osu Karate-bu. Sure. So let's go ahead and turn off screen capture. Or, capture on my phone.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Just in time for this match to start off. Ilya going in hard. The Skullgirls rep with the Ultra. She may not have the pedigree of Millie Rage, but she also uses her hair as a weapon and is really showing up Takagi here. And Takagi gets hit with the Ultra again. Down goes Takagi. Filia wins round 1.
Battle 2. Fight.
Filia continuing to put pressure on Takagi here, but has got to watch out. Takagi's got full meter, and he's got that one big punch that does a third of the health bar. But Filia's using a pretty good job keeping him zoned away. And he's gonna hit the Ultra here. It's not quite enough. Takagi almost in chip range, now in chip range, and now he is down. Filia gets her first 2 wins.
Select your hero.
The Skullgirls representative will start moving her way out of the bottom 8. Takagi Yoshiyuki goes back to the bottom. And honestly, Takagi has to hope that Mr. Jones gets 0-2'd by Falco here. Falco does have a stage. We never see it. Jones is at the bottom right here. So. Let me find it. There it is. This one takes a little bit of time to load.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Yeah, we rarely see this stage. The sniper rifle comes out. And Mr. Jones, Takagi, like I said, was rooting for Mr. Jones getting 0-2'd here. And right now, Mr. Jones is eating a near perfect from Falco, who hits the sniper rifle yet again. And the rising blow from Falco takes out Mr. Jones in round 1. Let's see what we see in round 2.
Battle 2. Fight.
Falco is rewarded with the near perfect there. Oh, the rising kick connects. Now Mr. Jones has a small health bar advantage. And that grows, actually. Mr. Jones gets a couple nice shots in. And a grapple there. Under 60 seconds remaining. Mr. Jones continues to land hits. Falco can't quite get around Mr. Jones's defense here. Kind of getting outzoned again. Several nice blocks from Mr. Jones there, who is now looking to time out Falco. We are down to 25 seconds remaining. The rising kick blocked as we are down to 15 seconds. Mr. Jones does have the advantage in a time victory here. 10 seconds remaining. Falco almost getting knocked out here. The rush gets jumped. 3 seconds remaining. Mr. Jones is going to get a time victory here.
Final battle. Fight.
Mr. Jones now working on a perfect, and that perfect is ended as the sniper rifle misses, though. The rising kick does not miss, and Mr. Jones kicks Falco into the air. Nice step rush by Mr. Jones, who is a major chunk of his health bar over Falco right now with 58 seconds remaining. Falco cornered. Falco with a burst from the gun there, not really doing any damage to Mr. Jones. He got a couple of quick shots in, but with 30 seconds remaining, Mr. Jones with the palm strike did a little bit of damage through the block. The rising kick connects, and Jones will get an ultra victory and move on to take on Filia Medici. So much for getting no 2. It is Mr. Jones's first ultra win and first time win. It is the third near perfect he has given up. Falco gets his first near perfect and gives up his first time victory. Falco has now given up a loss of every single type. As we move up the bracket, we now go to Neko Arc versus Dio Brando. We've seen this matchup a few times in the Eliminator, but now it means even more, as both of these competitors are looking to advance in the load balancer, maybe get off the bubble, maybe even get to the Final Four. Does Dio have a stage? Neither of these people have stage. Now let's just take them to Midnight Truce. Whatever. They can go here.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Dio. Oh my goodness. Neko with the ultra reversal there uses up her meter and takes out a third of Dio's health bar. What a move by Neko Arc. Dio can't get inside Neko Arc's hitbox. The size disadvantage for Dio. And Neko's just going to go ahead and zone things out and maybe try to get a time victory here. Dio has 3 bars of meter. He's going to go for over full meter here. Ooh, swats Neko Arc out of the air. Oh, ho, 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 what a move by Dio. Hits Neko Arc with the knives, and now things are a little bit closer. And it connects again! Neko Arc now at a health bar disadvantage with 35 seconds to go. The time victory no longer is an advantage for Neko Arc as she continues to take damage from Dio. Neko with a nice counter there. 15 seconds remain. Dio could take a time victory here. He's got to be careful. Blocks a third ultra from Dio. That would have definitely taken out Neko, but it is going to be a time victory for Dio Brando. As we move on to round 2. And you're not going to be able to win time victories in the later rounds of this tournament. Yeah, it's nice to get the wins here in the first round. When they do count, unlike the Eliminator, the wins don't count. Get your wins here. Do some work getting off the bubble. Exploder there by Neko Arc. But time victories are not going to get you to the Final Four. Extendo punch from Neko. Dio looking to Zawarudo here, maybe. He used all of his meter. I think it missed. Just could not get in Neko Art's hitbox. 65 seconds remain. Neko cornered and really doesn't take much damage. Time victory still currently favors Neko Arc here. As we go down to 50 seconds, not really a lot of damage done in the past 15. Neko swats Dio out of the air. Neko now clearly has a health bar advantage on Dio. Nice juggle there. Wow, Neko swats the stand. And now with 20 seconds remaining, Neko Arc may not be going for a time victory here. She could go for a knockout. Oh, she blocks the Ultra attempt from Dio. The Rocket connects. And there it is, the knockout victory for Neko with 6 seconds remaining. Neko does get the win. And now we're on to round 3. Dio with a time win, Neko with a regular win. The grapple connects. Ooh, another exploder grapple from Neko. Dio with several crossovers there on Neko, but no real follow-up. Just sort of toying with the cat right now, as he does have a health bar advantage. Dio, oh my goodness, Zawarudo! It connected that time. Neko Arc thrown into the wall, and now Dio has a major health bar advantage. Oh my goodness, Neko with the Ultra Rocket! Trying to even things up with 45 seconds remaining. It's a close match. Dio's health bar advantage has shrunk, but there's the grapple, and he gets a little bit more space. Neko gets a nice 3-hit combo, but it's not enough. Dash connects. Oh man, the stand getting muda-muda'd. And now Dio could go for a knockout victory here in advance. 13 seconds remaining. Neko's got to do something big, but Dio has 4 bars of meter. Oh my goodness! Tokiwo Tomare! It's... Oh, no way is that not over! How in the world did that not beat Neko? The punch out of the air beats Neko. And you gotta feel like Dio Brando was robbed of an ultra victory there.
Select your heroes.
But Dio does move on in a 2-1 victory. Dio gets his first time... Wait, hold on. Yes, that was a Dio time victory. Dio gets his first time victory, but also his 10th normal loss. Neko Arc takes her 3rd time loss and her 15th regular loss in her career. Dio Brando's got to do a little bit more work to get off the bubble, but a win in the next round could really help. Our last match of the bottom right bracket, our last match of the bubble bracket, basically, is one of the last remaining joke characters against Iori, one of the most disappointing regular characters. We are going to the King of Fighters stage for this because Iori actually has a stage. So, Iori versus Bison. Last match of the bottom right bracket. Winner to face Dio Brando.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Bison has been known to be tough to beat. He's beaten 2s and 1s before. And he really is having a close one. A beatdown with Iori here. Who's going to get the last hit? It's going to be Iori with a kick right to the throat of Bison. Iori takes the W.
Battle 2. Fight.
Bison with the gravity fall there. Iori hitting him with the strap there. We saw him hit him with the strap of his pants. And the rush misses because of Bison's weird hitbox situation. Bison and Iori now pretty much even. Iori trying to get a little bit of space. How do you outzone a Bison though? Oh my goodness, another kick right to the face and Iori wins. The most convincing win of the bottom right bracket. And Iori moves on. 2-0.
Select your heroes.
NekoArk wanted to see that. Even NekoArk taking the 2-1. Bison with a 2-0 loss. NekoArk will move up above Bison. And Iori will continue his trip off the bubble. So we'll show you the bracket real quick here. Bottom right, we've got Filia Medici taking the win over Takagi. We've got Mr. Jones taking the win over Falco. We have Dio Brando taking the win over NekoArk, and Iori, the only person ranked better in the matchup, gets a 2-0 victory over Bison. Iori versus Dio Brando should really not be close, but Mr. Jones versus Filia Medici, I would be pretty worried if I were Filia. As we move on to the top right bracket, we're going to start off with one weird matchup. That's right, it's Sub-Zero versus Big Sam. This goes on this. Yes. Sub-Zero, who has been the Cinderella of the bracket recently, finds himself still near the bottom of the rankings due to the early part of his career, and I don't know if he has a moveset that can beat Big Sam. Takes the homing missiles, takes the energy beams. Big Sam. Oh, he eats the ice spikes, but Big Sam with the walk forward and the homing missile. Big Sam is technically the favorite in this matchup right now. It just isn't a good matchup for Sub-Zero, no matter which way you cut it. He's starting off good, though, and Big Sam can't turn around. Sub-Zero is now behind Big Sam, but Big Sam can't be frozen. The entire main part of Sub-Zero's repertoire, his moveset, he cannot freeze Big Sam, but he can kick him to death and get a perfect. Big Sam cannot turn around. That's his biggest flaw. Sub-Zero knows that now. He's just got to get behind Big Sam again. You see Big Sam going all the way over to the right side of the stage to try and prevent it. He doesn't prevent it. Big Sam now has a Sub-Zero behind him yet again. The ice spikes connect. Everything is connecting, but there's the homing missiles from Big Sam. And now Big Sam is on the correct side of Sub-Zero. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh, but the Spinal Smash connects. Sub-Zero with the Ultra Combo finish.
Select your heroes.
That was way too close, but Big Sam could be tumbling into the bubble after coughing up a perfect. That is the second perfect that Big Sam has allowed. That is the second perfect of Sub-Zero's career. And that is the first Ultra Combo finish of Sub-Zero's career for a victory for him as he continues to climb away from that bottom 8. We may not see him in any eliminators very soon. We're moving on to the next matchup. Let's hope that this is one I've been very excited about seeing, all things considered. It is Morrigan versus CM Punk. Now, Morrigan has the seed advantage, so we're going to the Darkstalker stage. These two have put on some real good matches. They're kind of stuck in the bottom part of the rankings here, but they're both excellent competitors. I'm very excited to see what happens here. Morrigan starts with a block and a grapple. CM Punk comboing Morrigan into the corner. Morrigan has to use the Shadow Blade. Nice grapple there, and this is just as close as I thought it might be. Morrigan builds some meter. EX Soul Fist is blocked by CM Punk. Another one blocked. However, Morrigan is outzoning CM Punk here. Does not let CM Punk get into melee range. However, that is all over, and now CM Punk is going to Ultra Combo finish Morrigan. And we are moving on to round 2. EX Soul Fist blocked again. CM Punk caught on the defensive, has not been able to land a hit against Morrigan. Morrigan's blocked everything. Oh, the crossover was right into an Ultra Go to Sleep from CM Punk. 2 Soul Fist connect, 3 Soul Fist connect. EX Soul Fist connects. Now CM Punk in chip range is going to get grappled out. And we move on to round 3. And this is the great thing about the load balancer. We are seeing round 3s all over the place. These are the closest of close matchups. This is how it really should be in Mugen. The crossover again goes into a combo. Stays even. Continuing to stay even. Again, the EX Soul Fist blocked. Backbreaker there. It's still very close. CM Punk has a small health bar advantage, but the EX Soul Fist goes unblocked, and now Morrigan has the advantage. It's very close. 65 seconds remaining. CM Punk with a big combo there. Misses the Ultra. Morrigan behind him. Aerial Soul Fist connects. The rising knee to the back. Morrigan goes down. CM Punk is going to move on and take on Sub-Zero. Punk versus Sub-Zero should be a good one. That is CM Punk's 5th Ultra Combo victory of his career. Morrigan allows her 5th Ultra Combo victory. Not really going to change the rankings all that much, though, in that area. You're going to have to see what happens in the next match. Sub-Zero liked that result, though. Sub-Zero is going to, as of right now, jump up at least 5 or 6 spots in the rankings. As we move on to our next matchup. Homer Simpson has had a slow descent down the rankings. He's hoping to put a stop to that here against one of the newest competitors. Homer does have home field advantage here. Going to Moe's Tavern.
Welcome back to the stage of
Homer
history.
needs a win right here, right now, to try and get back into the 4 seeds instead of the 5s, and sometimes even 6s that he's been dealing with lately. And he is really putting it to Sagetsu Kazama here. The Homer Rush connects. This is not looking good for the Water Samurai here from Samurai Showdown, who finally connects, but it was blocked, didn't really do any damage. It didn't do any damage. Homer's grapples. That's a perfect victory for Homer Simpson. Unbelievable. Homer Simpson takes a perfect. Sagetsu Kazama has really got to adjust. Homer with a nice crossover there. Sagetsu trying to roll away from Homer. Finally hits the water riser. That's going to be Springfield sewer water. You don't want any part of that. Oh, the Homer Rush misses. Has to settle for a donut projectile. Sagetsu goes into his super mode. Homer misses the Homer Rush. Sagetsu doing a good job of recovering after a harsh, perfect loss last match. And hits his Ultra. Homer is dazed. And now Sagetsu is making this close. But the Homer Rush connects. Will it be enough? Sagetsu is in chip range. Gets a little bit of health back. Oh, the Ultra from Sagetsu. Homer made it close, but we go to another round 3. Our 3rd straight round 3. Our 4th round 3 in 5 fights. And now Sagetsu would like to come back with his own perfect. You see the air throw there. Homer has not been able to do anything on offense. And now Sagetsu has him cornered and is spamming the air throw. Homer can't do anything. He's trying to charge meter. He can't do anything. Sagetsu gets a perfect. And Sagetsu will move on. Homer, and that is the first time that we have seen perfects on both sides in a main tournament. Homer and Sagetsu both get their first perfect victories of their career. Sagetsu allows his first perfect loss, but Homer allows his 5th perfect loss. Sub-Zero continuing to like these results that he's seeing. He knows that he's going to jump a bunch of spots if the tournament ended right now. And speaking of right now, we are going to learn who has replaced Brian, one of the veterans of the tournament. Brian was eliminated. Who replaced him? It's Shaquille O'Neal. And we are going to NBA Jam Stadium. Shaquille O'Neal representing Shaq Fu versus Rainbow Dash. And immediately has Rainbow Dash in the corner. Oh my goodness, did Dash just get dunked on? But Shaq finds himself on the corner and takes a big bucket from Rainbow Dash. Dash with the derpy on Shaq. And this appears to be a very close matchup. We don't really know much about how Shaq plays. We know that Rainbow Dash likes to be in the air. If she's in melee range, we've got to watch out for the big bucket. Neither of these competitors have really been able to build much meter here. I thought I fixed that, but I guess not. And the ultra bucking puts Shaq in chip range, and that is going to take him out.
They don't call me Rainbow and Dash for nothing.
Rainbow Dash wins match 1, and we go to round 2 here.
Fight!
Hurt my feelings. What? Hurt my feelings.
And Shaq was getting outzoned by Rainbow Dash.
Hurt my feelings.
Uses the instant Shaq mission to teleport up to Rainbow Dash, but got derpied immediately. Oh, taken out of the Rainbow Dashed.
Merry Christmas.
Shaq is having some real problems with Rainbow Dash. Is absorbing projectile after projectile here. Finally in melee range, but Rainbow Dash is known for some dangerous melee techniques, but now Shaq throwing her around the ring, or around the court, I guess, as he goes into the Shaquille O'Neal rush. Big combo there. Oh my goodness, Dash gets dunked again.
And Rainbow Dash, who could not abandon her friends for her own heart's desire,
Merry
represents
Christmas.
the spirit of loyalty. And Rainbow Dash, who could not abandon her friends for her own heart's desire.
And Shaq uses his ultra at just the right time. Got some projectiles down. Hit Rainbow Dash a couple times, but now this is going to time, and Rainbow Dash currently favored on the time victory. Shaq doing what he can to try and get her health bar down. With 1 second remaining, this could be a draw. No, Shaq got it just in time! Shaq hit Rainbow Dash just in time for a pixel of a time victory, and we go to round 3.
Hurt my feelings. What? Sorry.
And now Shaq, once again, taking the early advantage on Rainbow Dash, but he has to keep that advantage up. As Dash goes into the her elemental power mode one more time. And Shaq counters the aerial combo with a dunk again.
And Rainbow Dash, who could not abandon her friends for her own heart's desire, represents
Merry
the
Christmas.
spirit of loyalty.
And now Shaq uses the ultra at the right time. Did a bunch of damage to Rainbow Dash.
Abandon her friends for her own heart's desire, represents the spirit of loyalty.
Alright, no. That's enough. Alright, we're DQing Rainbow Dash for stalling there. Every time Shaq got a combo, started getting a combo in, Rainbow Dash would go into that elemental thing. I thought that I fixed that, but I guess not. We're going to have Shaq move on. Crediting Rainbow Dash with a DQ loss there. I'm going to see if I can go into the MUGEN developer forums to see if I can find a fix for that. So Shaq will be credited with a 1-1. Rainbow Dash will be credited with 1 win, 1 loss, and then an ultra perfect to make sure that we notate. Or rather, I'll make sure I notate that she has a DQ loss. But that DQ loss is going to count as an ultra perfect on Rainbow Dash.
Select your heroes.
Which will hurt her in tiebreakers. So we're moving on. Let's go ahead and show you the bracket as it stands right now. There we go. Shaq beats Rainbow Dash. We'll take on Saget's. Homer Simpson and Saget's had a real thriller there, so Shaq versus Saget should be just as good. CM Punk versus Sub-Zero. All four of our bracket matchups on this side of the bracket went to a round 3, so let's hope we can keep that up as we move over to the bottom left, where we start with Leonardo Chun-Li, a matchup we've seen a few times on stream, and it's been about even. You can almost consider this a rivalry at this point. Now, Leonardo, technically, weirdly enough, has the seating advantage here, so we're going to go into the sewers. Now, this is where things should really start getting good. We've seen several great matches thus far, but now we're in the top half of the bracket. We're talking about some real Mugen champions here, and I'm not even talking about trophy winners. Chun-Li with a spinning bird kick bounces off the edge of the stage, and now Leonardo with the rising blade has Chun-Li cornered. Spinning bird kick blocked, but there goes Leonardo's near perfect. Chun-Li charges up some meter. Nice air throw there. Chun-Li was trying to start a comeback and gets behind Leonardo, hits him with the Kikosho. Oh, but the ultra spin in the air, and now Chun-Li is within chip distance. And there's the chip. Leonardo will take the win. Chun-Li into the camera. 8-hit juggle combo for Leonardo, reminiscent of Perfect Cell there. Who blocks the ultra spin into the Kikosho. It's very close. Leonardo's starting to build a health bar advantage though. Gets the 6-hit juggle into the camera, and now Leonardo has a very clear advantage. EX spinning bird kick. Doesn't really do anything there. Leonardo has Chun-Li's number, it looks like. EX rising blade. And then, was that a counter on Leonardo's ultra? As Chun-Li builds meter, Kikosho connects. And now this is extremely close. Looks like it's going to be next hit wins. And it's going to be Leonardo with the rising combo, the juggle. Leonardo moves on to the next round. Chun-Li's got to be careful. That could put her in the bottom half because she's not going to get the advantage of getting more wins in this tournament. After now allowing her 20th overall regular loss, she now technically has a losing record. Leonardo takes 2 wins. Chun-Li dropping to 27-31 in her career. We go to the next match. It's Necro versus Goku. Necro has the stage advantage, so we're going to the scrapyard. You're starting to talk about now people who have been very, very close but have never won trophies. Well, we're starting to get into that category. The next 7 people in the rankings, from this to Spider-Man, there are 7 people really that have never won a trophy. yet. They've all gotten very close. As Goku and Necro... That was the instant transmission there from Goku. Necro with his Ultra Rush block, but did some damage to Goku. Got through the block. Goku, as you can see, is building a health bar advantage, but Necro again with the Ultra Rush. Continues to be close. Oh my goodness, he counters the instant transmission with his Shocker. The Ultra Shocker! Necro takes round 1.
Battle 2. Fight!
Instant transmission connects that time. Not blocked, not countered. The Necro seems to have a little bit of an edge on Goku here. Well, so much for that edge. And now Necro's going to go into the triple suplex. Goku is down in the danger range here. As is Necro now. Goku coming back. Last hit wins. Instant transmission! The Earth Shatter Elbow! And we go to round 3.
Final battle. Fight!
Necro Goku. Proving to be an excellent matchup here. As it should be. The Kamehameha connects. Necro still has a small health bar advantage, but we saw how that turned out last time. Skillful blocking here on both sides. The Shocker connects. Ultra Shocker! Goku is in chip range. Necro is this close to moving on. There it is. Necro will move on and take on Leonardo. Goku, however, scores his 5th ever Ultra Combo finish with that Earth Shatter Elbow from the instant transmission. So we will see Necro Leonardo next in this bracket as we continue to move on. One of the veterans of this tournament, Giano, will be taking on, although he's also a veteran, it's only been recently that he's been up here in this extremely close range to the trophy. Giano will take on Ryu.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Ah, Shinku Tatsumaki. The Ryu's near perfect, however, taken out with one shot. But Ryu continues to pressure Giano here, and there's the Ultra. Wow, look at how much of Ryu's health bar that took out. Ryu getting out-pressured here, and now Giano will take round 1.
Battle 2. Fight!
The step kick, Ryu continuing to try and get something going here. The Vega shot from Giano. Ryu cornered here. Giano hits him with another Vega shot, and that's going to be it. Giano 2-0s Ryu as he continues his campaign to get his first trophy.
Select your heroes.
That is a harsh, harsh loss for Ryu, taking a 2-0 like that. We move on to the top of this bracket. Somebody I never thought would be this competitive in Mugen. Taking on somebody that is Mugen royalty on the internet and has been just as successful in this Mugen League. Colonel Sanders is going to take on Musashi. Musashi has home court advantage here, so we are going to the NES bootleg stage. This should be very fast. Both of these guys are loaded with super moves. Sanders is looking to make short work of the NES bootleg samurai from Street Fighter 4 on the NES. Musashi, who has been around since the beginning, is looking to show Colonel Sanders how we really do things in Mugen, but he gets Sanders drivered.
Good chicken.
Battle 2. Fight!
Thus far, it has been all favorites winning on this side of the bracket. Leonardo beat Chun-Li, Necro beat Goku, Gianu beat Ryu. Colonel Sanders, this would be technically an upset win, but we know how Colonel Sanders has been competing recently. Is this... Wow, the pressure cooker on Musashi. And I think this could be another Sanders driver. Colonel Sanders looking to get his first trophy. Blocks the super move from Musashi. We will see Colonel Sanders take on Giano in the next round as I bring up the bracket for everybody here. Show you Leonardo takes on Necro and Giano will take on Colonel Sanders. And we're moving up to the top bracket. One of the newest competitors in this Mugen tournament, already in the top 8. That's how good he is. Spider-Man is taking on Sabotage. The first trophy winner we've seen thus far in the bracket today, in this load balancer. Sabotage does have the home court advantage thanks to the trophy. So we're going to the rooftops. Of course, Spider-Man shares the home court on the rooftops. You know, since he's Spider-Man, that makes sense.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Sabotage blocks the Ultra. There's the German suplex. There's the Shoryuken. And Sabotage is looking to make short work of Spider-Man here. The seismic hammer blocked by Spider-Man somehow. Sabotage is really... Oh, man, he has a clear advantage over Spider-Man. Takes win 1.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Battle 2. Fight!
Web swing. Maximum spider.
Spider-Man trying to make things a little bit closer this time. Whips Sabotage into the wall, but look at the rush there. The Sabotage rush connects, and now there's the seismic hammer. That connects, and Sabotage looks to move on to round 2.
Maybe next time.
Sabotage with the 2-0 on Spider-Man. That will definitely knock Spider-Man down a peg. We move on. This next one is a showdown of trophy winners. And I can't believe that we're seeing it in the first round, but that's just how the load balancer works, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see these trophy winning showdowns, these big titanic matches in the first round of the tournament. Bridget versus Perfect Cell, and believe it or not, this is actually going to take place in London. Two competitors who can take up the entire screen with their threat range.
楽しんでってくださいね。
Welcome back to the stage of
Tough to
history.
call. Bridget the favorite. But Perfect Cell with the choke slam. Now, with all that being said, Perfect Cell has not been the threat he once was. There's the body blast. The death beam connects, and this is close. Perfect Cell managing to instant transmission away from pretty much anything Bridget can throw. 10-hit combo. Bridget finally combos out, but there's the body blast again, and we are going to get both of these competitors in the danger zone. There's the body burst again. Instant transmission. Perfect Cell with the aerial crossover. Oh my goodness! Bridget with 1 HP! Maybe 5 HP at most.
侮れませんね。
Close matchup. So the reason that it's called the load balancer, I'll show you this in just a moment. We're going to go through this. The Kamehameha connects. Bridget gets most of her health bar taken out. The choke slam again from Perfect Cell.
怖いですね。
Perfect Cell went for the rolling cutter and got ultra combo reversal from Bridget. But the rolling cutter that time connects and it was blocked. So I guess it did not connect. Cell continues to build some meter here. Rolling cutter blocked again in air by Bridget. She can't block the body blast though. And the death beam connects and we're going to a round 3. Bridget, Perfect Cell. You gotta think Perfect Cell sees Bridget just like he sees Millie or Rage. These Guilty Gear characters are the only ones that can consistently stand him on his head. Perfect Cell looking to not get perfected here. Hits the body blast again. Bridget has a yo-yo ready for a projectile attack. Perfect Cell has 1 bar of meter. Now 2. Needs the Cybermen if he can get on the ground and actually hurl them at her. Aerial crossover into the yo-yos and Bridget will win!
完璧です。あ、恥ずかしいな。もう。
We are going to get Bridget versus Sabotage.
Select your
Bridget
hero.
notches her 40th career victory, normal victory specifically, in a 3-round matchup that was everything we expected it to be. I'll go ahead and show you guys what the load balancer is just as a reminder. So we'll bring this back up. The reason this is called the load balancer instead of just a regular tournament is because instead of it being a seeded tournament, you know, we got the seeds over here, 1, 8, 4, 5, etc. This is just a top-down in the rankings. So you got your retired characters, Milia's retired, Rugel's retired, Joel's retired. And then you've got your top 4. Rorschach, of course, won his 2nd trophy last time over Ella, who is 2nd. Batman and Shaky Jake are 3rd and 4th. And then after that, it is top down. So that's when we had Spider-Man versus Spider-Man versus Sabotage, Musashi versus Colonel Sanders, Yana versus Ryu, all the way down into Philia Medici, who is at the bottom. She beat Takagi Yoshiyuki. So basically, it's looking to balance out this bracket. It's looking to get some of these guys that have been stagnant in the 5s and 6s for a while, trying to get them up in the bracket. Some of these guys in the 8s that desperately need wins, trying to get some of them off the bubble, which we're likely going to see with, at the very least, Philia Medici and Iori, and definitely Sub-Zero for sure. So we could see a brand new bottom 8 after this tournament, a brand new eliminator after this tournament. The goal, as I said on stream though, is to get a new trophy winner so that we can have the Tournament of Champions. We have 7 people that have won trophies. I'm looking to get our 8th today, and then we will do a Tournament of Champions. It's going to be tough because these 3 are, I mean, they've been retired because they're so tough to beat. So, we'll see. Moving on in the bracket, we've got Batman versus Shaky Jake. Yeah, this is making for far better matches than our normal Mugen tournament, that is for sure. Batman, of course, has the home team advantage, the home court advantage here, rather. So we're going to the slums. The normal seeded brackets have made for some surprising upsets, some good stories, but this is making for better, just especially in round 1, better matches. Batman, we saw him 2-0 Shaky Jake in the last tournament, and he's looking to do that again here with the Batman Rush connecting.
I'm Batman.
Shaky Jake, who has surprised a lot of people, made it into the top 4. He's barely in the top 16 overall, but got himself into the final 4 last time.
Eat this.
Shaky Jake takes a W. We're going to round 3. Shaky Jake has Batman cornered, so Batman not going to 2-0 Shaky Jake this time. There's the Ultra Spin from Shaky Jake.
My turn. Eat this.
Way of the Warrior could beat down the Batman here. Batman trying to make this close. There's the triple knife. It is close. It's even up. Both of these guys get into the danger range. There's the Ultra Spin from Shaky Jake, but it's Batman with the batarang to the back of the head. Batman will move on. What a match. Shaky Jake keeping it close, but it's not enough. Batman will move on, and we go to our last matchup of the tournament, or at least of round 1. Batman notches his 25th overall Ultra finish. Shaky Jake takes his 25th normal loss, but he is still above 500. He still has an overall winning record of 34-32. But now, here it is. You see him on the side. He's the latest trophy winner. His name is Rorschach. He managed to get past Ella, barely. A 2-1 win for Rorschach. Ella almost upset him and got her first trophy. We're going to see it happen again. Rorschach does have home stage advantage, so we're going back to the slums one more time. We could see the rivalry showdown of Rorschach versus Batman. We could see a trophy winner eliminated here. We could see a final 4 of all trophy winners in the top left bracket. But no matter what, we are only going to get one trophy winner in the final 4. Rorschach versus Ella. Rorschach starts strong, but immediately gets hit with the telephone. Rorschach beating on Ella. Oh, look at the reversal from Ella, who spooks Rorschach. Gonna take out a nice chunk of his health bar with that Ultra. Rising Claw. The thruster blocked just barely at the last second. She does not block the swing in, and now Ella is cornered, using her zone, and that connects, and that's going to be win 1 for Ella. Oh, wait, that's right. Batman does not have a trophy, so we could have only two trophy winners remaining in this competition if Ella can win again. The rocket launcher. The throat rip. Ella, however, still doesn't have enough of a health bar advantage. Rorschach hits a nice combo, puts her in chip range, and that's going to take us to round 3.
All the whores and politicians will look up and shout, "Save us." Now look.
Oh, yeah, we only have 4 trophy winners in this tournament. Rorschach, Bridget, Perfect Cell, and Sabotage. Perfect Cell is out. So, if Rorschach's out, then Bridget and Sabotage will be the only 2. There's the rocket launcher. Ella working on a perfect. She countered the get over here attempt from Rorschach. Rorschach sets her on fire. Oh my goodness! Rip in the guts! Rip and tear! Rip and tear! Ella wins! Ella moves on! Rorschach is out! Rorschach suffers his 20th career loss, normal loss, drops to 45 and 26. Ella is hungry. She is hungry for a trophy. Ella and the Batman are 2 of the top-ranked people in this tournament, and they are going to fight each other in the second round, but we're going back down to the bottom right. Look at the number of round 3s that we had. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 16. Out of 16 matches, we had 10 round 3s. How about that? That is what the load balancer is all about. We are moving on to our first match of the second round. It goes back to the bottom as we see Mr. Jones take on Filia Medici. And wouldn't you know it, Mr. Jones doesn't have a home stage. So we once again go to the Skullgirls stage, as Filia Medici does have a stage. Mr. Jones fighting to stay out of the bottom 2. Not just the bottom, but the bottom 2. Filia Medici, trying to recover after a bad debut, finds herself in the bottom 8. But got out of the Eliminator pretty squarely. And now is putting on a very good match against Mr. Jones here. Mr. Jones finally chips her and then gets in with the rising kick. Filia Medici with the grapple. And the grapple again, and Mr. Jones is cornered. And I don't know if he's going to be able to rise and kick his way out of the situation, but there's a nice spin kick from Mr. Jones. Filia with a nice combo. Puts away Mr. Jones.
I guess we won.
And gets round 1.
Battle 2. Fight.
And there's her Ultra. Mr. Jones bouncing off the stage. What a combo there from Filia, who has Mr. Jones completely cornered and out of luck. Ultra perfect! Filia Medici knows how to do it. Showing off.
Your heroes.
No round 3 there. Filia Medici will ultra perfect her way into the Elite 8. Filia Medici gets her first ultra perfect. Mr. Jones had yet to give up an ultra perfect in his career, but there it is. Is Mr. Jones still going to be bottom 2? That's the question we'll have to answer after the tournament. I don't think that he will. I think that it's going to actually be... Well, it's going to be Takagi, bunch of people that have been eliminated. And oh wait, no, I think Mr. Jones is still going to be bottom 2 with that 4-22 winning percentage. Iori versus Dio Brando is next. We go back to King of Fighter stage. Iori moves a little bit faster than Neko Arc. Dio Brando took home a time victory in that win over Neko Arc. Iori a little bit more competitive.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Iori has Dio cornered and is just hammering on him. Dio finally gets some distance and now corners Iori. Can't do anything with it, and he's back in the corner. Iori takes round 1 definitively in 24 seconds. Iori versus Filia Medici is going to be a good matchup, I think. Oh, what a counter! He gets Zawarudo'd by Dio there. Man, the two big questions is: are we going to see a new trophy winner, and what is the bottom 8 going to look like after this tournament? Because Filia Medici is going to be out of it. There's a very good chance Iori's going to be out of it. At this rate, he's beaten on Dio. He's got Dio cornered again. Oh, Dio uses the stand throw there. He's got 2 bars of meter. Oh, the knives! And now Iori finds himself in the corner, but there's the shoulder tackle, and Iori wins. And we are going to see Iori versus Filia Medici here.
Select your heroes.
Iori notches his 15th career normal victory. Not quite a winning record yet. He's 17-22. But him and Sub-Zero having a good night tonight as we move on to Sub-Zero's matchup, actually. And this matchup definitely favors Sub-Zero as much as I like CM Punk. He's got a tough ask. Sub-Zero has a far better projectile game. You're talking about 2 guys that have been around since the beginning, since tournament number 1. And wouldn't you know it, CM Punk has the stage advantage. We're going to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen.
For the Link Way.
Welcome back to the stage.
CM Punk Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero lets CM Punk get behind him, and this starts off pretty close, but Sub-Zero starting to put some distance on in the health bar. And now we're starting to see exactly why this match favored Sub-Zero. It took a little bit, but Sub-Zero is absolutely murdering CM Punk on projectile. CM Punk is going to have to play smart if he wants to get past Sub-Zero here. Down goes Punk.
Fought with honor. For that,
The slide from Sub-Zero.
Battle 2. Fight.
EX freeze there. Countered. CM Punk trying to keep this one a little bit closer, but he falls on his ass into the go to sleep. And actually, this is now CM Punk with a health bar advantage. Sub-Zero trying to make up a little bit more ground. The spinning back fist, though, into the freeze. CM Punk going to hit his ultra go to sleep there. Sub-Zero knocked out of the air, and CM Punk is going to win, but he is frozen. We are going to see a round 3.
Final battle.
First round 3 of the Sweet 16. and Sub-Zero was almost making a mockery of CM Punk's offense there. But instead, CM Punk got a couple nice shots in. He closes the gap a little bit, but CM Punk gets his Ultra. The Ultra Anaconda of Ice connects, and now it is very close. 69 seconds remain. There's the EX freeze. CM Punk's health bar going down, now in chip range. Gets the fully charged blast from Sub-Zero, and Sub-Zero will move on to the Elite Eight.
Select your heroes.
CM Punk joins Morrigan and Big Zam as having some bubble concerns, but he did notch his 10th career normal victory there, in addition to his 15th career normal loss. And Sub-Zero, meanwhile, is going to continue to jump up the ranks. We move on to see our newest competitor. Honestly, it's two of our four newest competitors here. Shaq versus Sogets. And we're going back to NBA Jam Stadium for this one. Both of these guys survived tough matchups in the first round. Will we see another round 3 here?
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Shaq from Shaq Fu, Sogets from Samurai Showdown. Sogets trying to immediately make this a projectile matchup. And gets dunked! Fast moving matchup for these two. Nice monkey flip from Shaq. Close matchup once again. Sogets goes into his ultra mode. And Shaq counters with a low kick there. Gets a nice sweep, but it's not going to be enough. Sogets just has a better projectile game.
Battle 2. Fight!
Merry Christmas.
Shaq with double crossover there, trying to confuse Sogets. Not going to do it enough. He's not doing any damage. Projectile rush from Sogets. And Shaq just, he can't do any offense here. There's a nice monkey flip again, but he's got to get in there. Sogets is jumping and rolling around the stage. And hammering Shaq with projectiles. Shaq hasn't been able to build meter. He hasn't really been able to do anything.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Hits him with the projectile. Finally gets in there and gets a nice strike, but now gets cornered. Well, if he was gonna do it, it was gonna happen there, and instead, big 14-hit combo rush from Sogets, and now this could only be a matter of time. Wait, he missed his rush, and now Shaq is going to get a chance at a combo here. Look at him drop the Ultra. 37 seconds remain, but Shaq is in chip range. That's going to do it. He tried to get the comeback, but Sogets is going to move on to the Elite Eight.
Select your hero.
We're going to get water versus ice in the Elite Eight. Move on to the other side of the bracket. Our next Sweet 16 matchup. Man, this is going to be another good one. Necro versus Leonardo. Necro does have home court advantage. We're going to the scrapyard.
Be ready for anything.
Welcome Welcome back to the stage of history.
Necro wants to be the guy who wins his first trophy in this tournament. Leonardo wants to be the guy that wins his first trophy in this tournament. Necro, however, is doing a far better job on offense than Leonardo is on defense. Finally, Leonardo gets a shot in and takes away Necro's perfect game. Aerial combo. And Necro with the throw gets the win on Leonardo.
Battle 2. Fight!
Leonardo thrown into the air. Necro misses the shocker. Still working on a near perfect, gets the ultra, and this could be it for Leonardo. He throws Necro into the camera. Another grapple, but he is now dangerously close to chip range, and he gets hit out of the air. Necro is moving on. Necro notches his 20th career normal victory. Leonardo takes his 15th career normal loss and drops to 50% overall on his career. Necro will find out who his opponent will be this next matchup. By the way, I should probably post this on my Facebook status, linking everybody to MUGEN, or to Twitch rather, telling everybody I was doing MUGEN today. I downloaded a pack that had a bunch of characters and stages and stuff in it. Now, I've already taken out some of the characters I didn't like, and obviously I've replaced some, but there's a pack where all you have to do is just create the data select file, and I downloaded a screen pack too so that I can get more characters, but I'll try to find that again and post that in the comments. So it's Colonel Sanders versus Giano here. Colonel Sanders has home court advantage, but we don't have the KFC stage yet. That'll be coming after this tournament. So we're going to Limbo again. This should be fast. This really should be a very fast matchup. Both of these guys are known for their huge moves. Old man showdown. Giano really taking it to Colonel Sanders. I thought this was going to be a fast matchup, but here we are, 30 seconds in, going on 40 seconds in, and it's been close. The pressure cooker locked in on Giano. He's blown into the air. Colonel Sanders will win round one with the aerial combo.
Good chicken.
Battle 2. Fight!
Giano went for the Vega there, but instead missed. Colonel Sanders got behind him and got a couple nice shots in. Sanders has meters, Giano does not. And that has suddenly changed. Giano working on a 27-hit combo on Colonel Sanders. Sanders gets Giano cornered. And thrown into the air, and Colonel Sanders wins twice with that aerial combo of his.
Good chicken.
We're going to get Colonel Sanders versus Necro in the Elite 8. Giano gets his 20th career normal loss in that match. As we move to the top left, the two remaining trophy winners in this tournament are going to take each other on. Bridget is going to take on Sabotage. And this is always a great match whenever we see it, but Bridget has the edge due to her amount of threat that she presents. Sabotage is just best in melee range, but Bridget can hit you from anywhere on the screen.
Welcome back to the
Here we go.
stage of history.
The seismic hammer was reversed by Bridget. Sabotage is trying to stay as close as he can to Bridget. Bridget not really zoning him out, but now she has him cornered, and there's the connect that puts him away. Bridget takes round 1.
お粗末様でした。
Battle 2. Fight.
Ascension!
Bridget started by getting hit by Sabotage. Sabotage, however, every time he tries to get in, Bridget uses that yo-yo shield of hers to knock him back. And Sabotage isn't even going to be able to use the seismic hammer here. Knocked out of the air on a missed Shoryuken, Bridget goes to the Elite 8. The only trophy winner remaining in the tournament.
Select your heroes.
She's going to find out who she will face. At the top of the bracket has two non-trophy winners. The two remaining Final Four competitors from the last tournament. Ella versus Batman. Ella has home court advantage. So we're going to the test site.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Ella was allowed to charge almost a full bar of meter there, and then got the rest of the bar off of getting hit by Batman. But look at Batman just punishing Ella. So much pressure. Batman has to settle for zoning there. And Ella actually cornered Batman, reversed things, and now Ella is a win away from going to the Elite 8.
Fight.
And Ella once again corners Batman. Could 2-0 Batman here. And she's going to hit the cross counter to win it all. Unbelievable. Batman is out. Ella notches her 20th career win. Hands Batman his 20th career normal loss. And that is, wow, that is shocking. Shocking. Bridget becomes the only remaining trophy winner. So let's go ahead and show you the bracket. Iori versus Filia Medici in the Elite 8 on the bottom right. Sub-Zero versus Sogetsu, water versus ice. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Colonel Sanders versus Necro on the bottom left, and Bridget versus Ella in the top left. I gotta pause real quick. I gotta answer a Facebook message, and then we'll move on to Iori versus Filia Medici. I honestly think this is going to be a good match. This is going to prove whether Iori has what it takes to go the distance and make his first career Final Four, or if Filia Medici is for real and will be yet another. Oops, hit the wrong button. Will be yet another threatening new competitor in Mugen, despite losing her introduction. Iori has the home court advantage, so we're going to King of Fighters stage.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
And it has started off close. Filia trying to build an advantage. Iori trying to pressure in. Filia better on defense and really better at zoning than Iori. She's able to build distance when she needs it. She's able to get in and get a couple nice melee shots in when she needs it. Iori finally gets some offense in and chips Filia down, but Filia still has the health bar advantage as we go down to the 52-second mark. And now Iori gets cornered and is going to get ultra'd to the other side of the stage. Filia takes the victory.
Maybe next time.
Good job, kid.
Battle 2. Fight!
Iori had Filia in the corner, but couldn't really do anything. Filia blocking everything. Iori finally getting a little bit more pressure on, but Filia is just right there with a counter. Iori just, he can't, as good as he is, he just can't pull it off against Fiori, who is going. Filia again ultras him to the other side of the stage. Iori now in chip range.
Good job, kid.
Select your heroes.
Filia, her first Elite Eight, or I'm sorry, her first Final Four. Iori, a good showing. The bubble risk still there. It's not as bad as it once was, though. '20th career normal loss. Filia, no matter what, she will take a #1 seed in the next tournament with this Final Four. As we move on to Sogetsu versus Sub-Zero. Again, been looking forward to this. This should be an extremely interesting matchup. Sogetsu has the home court advantage.
For the Lin Kuei.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Samurai Showdown versus Mortal Kombat. An all-time classic versus a niche fighter that everybody seems to have heard of. And Water starts off with the advantage against Ice, I guess. The aerial throw, and this is what we saw Homer deal with last time, was that aerial throw spam. We could see two of our newest fighters in an Elite 8 here. If Sub-Zero cannot come back against Sogetsu, there's the fully charged blast! Oh, I spoke too soon. Sub-Zero got the fully charged.
Battle 2. Fight!
Sub-Zero could go to a Final Four, and that would be huge, huge for him. Sogetsu, though, tried for the Ultra, it got frozen in midair. Sogetsu has a health bar advantage here. Nice combo there by Sub-Zero. Oh, the Ultra shot from Sogetsu, but Sub-Zero with a nice combo to recover. Sogetsu drags him over and then slashes him, and we're going to go to round 3.
Final battle. Fight!
The ice spikes connect. Nice rush there from Sogetsu. Sogetsu continuing to pressure Sub-Zero from across the stage. Very even on health bars right now. EX slide continues to be even. 65 seconds remaining, but Sogetsu, a couple of nice projectile attacks. Sub-Zero in chip range! There's the Ultra! Final Four.
Select your hero.
A showdown between two very new competitors. Sub-Zero has a lot to be proud of, though, even in allowing his 15th career loss. He drops to 17-21 total on his career. He has a lot to be proud of. Sogetsu gets his 5th win, his 5th loss, and his first Final Four. He, too, will have a #1 seed in the next tournament as we move on. Colonel Sanders was able to get past Musashi. He was able to get past Giano in 2-0s on both sides.
Select your heroes.
Can he do it again against Necro? All of these competitors that Colonel Sanders has faced have been very, very tough. Necro, no difference.
Welcome back to the stage of
Sanders coming out in the gold. You see his confidence here. Necro So much pressure from Sanders. Necro's stuck in the corner. Sanders finally able to, or Necro finally able to get out of there. The Sanders driver, Necro, is just taking so much damage from Colonel Sanders. Another Sanders driver puts away Necro in round 1.
Good chicken.
Round 2. Will it happen again? Sanders poked some meter there. Necro, however, was able to do some damage to start things off. Now, look at this. Look at Necro. Oh, and taken out of the perfect by Colonel Sanders, finally. The Super Shocker connects! Oh my goodness, an Ultra Combo finish for Necro! And we go to round 3. Both of these guys would love to have a trophy in their collection. Street Fighter Alpha Strike versus Colonel Sanders, the Mugen Master. A cross counter there, and there's the flurry of Sanders. 36 hits. Necro's going to have to do a lot to come out of this, and he's cornered again. Finally, it's the crossover on Colonel Sanders. But it's not going to be enough. Chip range. Good job, Necro, but Colonel Sanders survives and will move on to the final 4.
Select your heroes.
Colonel Sanders gets his 10th career normal victory in addition to that Ultra win that he got. Oops. Necro will not be hurt too bad thanks to the 2-1. He actually will still go up in the ranking no matter what. He's got a lot of people ahead of him that have already fallen out of the tournament. Thus far, it looks like the biggest beneficiaries to this tournament, to the load balancer, have been Filia, Medici, and Sagetz, who will be in the final 4. We go to our final Elite 8 matchup. Ella has already beaten 2 people she could not beat, or she had difficulty beating in the last tournament. Can she do it one more time? With home court advantage against one of the toughest trophy winners there is. We go to the experimental test site. Ella versus Bridget. Bridget, the last trophy winner of this tournament. If Ella wins here, we will have our 8th trophy winner. We will see a Tournament of Champions tonight.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Bridget is making sure that Ella does not have a surprise upset victory here. She's got Ella cornered, and she is just pressuring the hell out of her. Ella finally gets away. Oh, the chainsaw. Pro ducked, pro blocked. Cross counter. Tons of damage to Bridget there. Ella, however, corners herself, and now Bridget's going to beat her down. Bridget tries that nice little zoning combo there, but Ella's in chip range now. She's got Bridget. No way! The cross counter connects. Ella's going to force a round 2. Bridget's going to have to win 2. Can it happen? Ella was juggled nicely by Bridget's yo-yo combo there. Oh wow, the throw there. Bridget runs over to Ella. Ella tried something nice there, but it missed. Bridget was half a screen away. Bridget does not know how to combat Ella here. Ella brings out the Gimp. The rocket launcher connects, but it was blocked. Still a decent chunk of Bridget's health bar. This is going to be a huge shock as Bridget goes into ultra mode there. Very close showdown. 50 seconds remain. Ella wanted a cross counter there. Bridget had her locked on, and then teddy bears are away, and we do go to a round 3. Bridget is this close to winning her second trophy. She needs to beat Ella one more time, then beat Colonel Sanders to get to the finals. Cross counter connects again, but Ella once again finds herself in the corner, manages to get out of it and try to corner Bridget here. She's using the crow more as a zoning sort of thing, to try and get Bridget to block while she can jump in. There's the Gimp again. The Gimp gets blocked. Ella taunting Bridget openly. That was not a good idea. Wow, nice shot there. Gets a 5-hit combo. Ella has 2 bars of meter. Gonna connect with a big cross counter here. Oh no. The dynamite in 3, 2, 1. It happens! Ella is blown high. Ella blows Bridget high and wide. We will have our 8th trophy winner.
Select your heroes.
That was Bridget's. Bridget's 44th normal victory. Bridget remains one of the best, most competitive people in this tournament. But it's going to be Ella versus Colonel Sanders, and Sogets versus Filia Medici here. I'll show you the bracket. Tough to call. Somebody will win their first trophy, and then we will get a Tournament of Champions on this stream. And then we'll play some Duck Hunt. Man, what a Final Four. 3 relatively new people, and then somebody who has been around since Word 1, Ella. Somebody who has been very tough in this tournament since the first go-around. Well, let's start it off. I'm going to start off on the right side. Filia versus Sugetsu. I gotta look up how to say that name. It's driving me insane.
Select your heroes.
We'll go to Final Destination for this.
Don't think. Fight!
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Filia starting things off with the Ultra here, and this is a very, very dangerous territory for our Samurai Showdown competitor. Blocked, missed. Aerial throw finally connects, and there goes Filia's perfect. And taken out of the air by Filia. The Ultra, though, that does connect. And suddenly this is back to being even. Filia is cornered. Look at Sugetsu. He's built back up. He's definitely closed the gap and taken an advantage, but here comes the Ultra that connects. And now both of these competitors in the danger zone. There's the grapple. Filia tried to absorb that. Did Sugetsu got the win? Wow. Very, very close matchup there.
Battle 2. Fight!
Skullgirls versus Samurai Showdown. It's not the final that you thought you'd see in the load balancer, but that's just how things work out. As now Sugetsu has not... This is not like round one. Sugetsu has the clear advantage. There's his rush. There's his aerial throw. Philly is not going to be allowed to use her meter. She is just going to lose. Sugetsu will make the final.
Select your heroes.
Well, let's see. Let me see something. Let me grab this. Go over to this. And all right, so yeah. Google Translate says that last U is not in fact silent. So, because I'm a Sugetsu. So, Sugetsu in the final. We'll find out his opponent. Not that.
Select your heroes.
Oh, they're right next to each other. How about that? Final destination. Philly and Medici go into the third place match. Nothing to be ashamed of. A very, very good performance from somebody who was literally the last ranked seed thanks to her opening performance.
To the stage of history.
So she will definitely move off the bubble. Likely for good. Colonel Sanders starts by putting Ella in the corner. Cross countered. Another heart rip there. A revolver. Oh, countered by Colonel Sanders, who has closed the gap on Ella. And this is going to be the flurry of Sanders. Bad news for Ella. That's going to take her out. Colonel Sanders gets an ultra victory.
Good chicken.
And now is one win away from the final.
Battle 2. Fight!
And now the rip and tear from Ella and the chainsaw. And that's most of Colonel Sanders' health bar. Ella going to try and force a round 3 here. And now she's got Colonel Sanders in chip range. And the cross counter is going to connect. And we will in fact get a round 3.
Final battle. Fight!
Ella versus Sanders. Ella's trying to build meter here because Sanders has 2 bars. Ella knows she's going to need meter to compete here, but she's been cornered by Colonel Sanders, who is just hitting her over and over with the combo, and now that family-sized bucket is going to fill Ella up. And Ella is out. Off to the third place game with Ella.
Select your heroes.
Ella coughing up her 20th career normal loss. But man, she is still going to jump Batman unless she gets 2-0'd in the third place game, which I don't think is going to happen. But we'll see. Third place matchup, Ella versus Philia. Ella got 2-1, Philia got 2-0'd. Go to the cruise ship's turn for this. Ella's got to be disappointed. She was that close. She had so many career victories, highlight reel victories, and then she takes the loss to Colonel Sanders. Meanwhile, Sugetsu Kazama from Samurai Showdown is going to be able to say he made the final. He is going to top the top right bracket in the next tournament no matter what. Philia with gets throat ripped. Ella at a pretty clear advantage here. Philia is blocking most everything. Oh, man. Lowered her guard for a second. There's the rip and tear, and I think that's going to put Philia away. It sure does. Ella takes round 1.
Let's see here.
Battle 2. Fight!
Philia blocked most everything there. She just didn't have anything that she could hit back at Ella with. Waits out the cross counter. Very smart by Philia. She's staying out of Ella's range. But that revolver connects. Philia, though she is good on defense, she just didn't have the offense that can keep up with Ella, and now she's dangerously low on health bar. Philia's got to do something big. That's a good start right there. But not getting through unblocked was bad, and now chip range. Wait a minute. Yep, there it is. Ella takes third in a 2-0 victory over Philia Medici.
Select your heroes.
So Ella with the 2-0 victory in the third place. He will definitely jump Batman in the rankings. Philia Medici has a 50% overall ranking, but hey, a good showing. Did better than Shaq overall, actually. So, obviously. We now move on to the final. And then after this, we will get the Tournament of Champions. Who will be the latest entry into the Tournament of Champions? We go to Final Destination. Colonel Sanders, Sugetsu Kazama. Samurai Showdown versus Mugen.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Water versus 11 herbs and spices style. Sanders is just out pressuring Sugetsu here. The aerial throw though. Air cancel there. Sugetsu trying to switch to projectile here. He does better on the projectile game than Colonel Sanders does. He's got to stay out of melee range though, or else that happens. Sanders is now one win away from the trophy that has eluded him for a while. And remember that Colonel Sanders actually started losing his first match. He got 2-1 his first match in Mugen. But here he is, he's this close. The family-size buckets. Sogetsu Kazama gets Ultra, and now he's going to hit his Ultra on Colonel Sanders. That's most of Colonel Sanders' health bar. Sogetsu is now close to forcing a round 3. He's not going to do it. He forces Colonel Sanders to only take 2 W's, but that 2 W's comes with a big shiny trophy. Colonel Sanders wins the tournament. Go ahead and sort this out first. Colonel Sanders gets the trophy. Before we continue, and before we get the Tournament of Champions bracket set up, I am going to get things sorted here. Alright. Colonel Sanders gets to play Duck Hunt, which I feel is appropriate. All things considered. We'll go to the Valley stage.
Select your heroes. Welcome back to the stage of history.
Good chicken.
So there's round 1 of Duck Hunt, and Sanders only managed 7,655 points.
Fight!
Wow, that's not nearly as many points as I thought Colonel Sanders would get in
Good chicken.
Duck Hunt, but here we are.
Select your heroes.
So, FYI, I am going to go ahead and do this real quick. Amelia Rage is owed 2 games of Duck Hunt. I'm going to go ahead and give her a game of Duck Hunt while I continue to get things set up for the Tournament of Champions. So she can play a game of Duck Hunt, and then I'll get this thing set up. Sorry about the delay, but, you know, Duck Hunt's cool. Who hates Duck Hunt?
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Oh, whoops, I missed the score. There it is. Alright, 70665. Good. Okay. So. That was lower than her last Duck Hunt score. And overall, she actually scored less than Rorschach in his 2 games of Duck Hunt. So, I am almost done with one more thing. We don't need to play one more game of Duck Hunt, though. Just gonna... We do have 8 people eliminated. So we're gonna see one more thing. Instead of an eliminator tournament, we're gonna do something different for that. But here you go. Here is the Tournament of Champions bracket. Amelia Rage versus Colonel Sanders at the top. Joel from Vinesauce versus Bridget. Rorschach versus Perfect Cell. And we're going to start with Sabotage versus Rugel Bernstein. Look at all these names that have been retired already because they make things less competitive. And yes, the wins for this do count, by the way. So, winning here goes towards your overall record. And the winner of the Tournament of Champions will be named Championsist and will be retired until we have 8 Championsist competitors. But we won't see another Tournament of Champions for a while. Sabotage with those energy waves. We're getting hit with those energy waves from Rugel. The chokeout, sabotage cornered, and the ultra from Rugal to finish things off.
Battle 2. Fight!
Sabotage is trying to do what he can, but Rugal, and that's the entire reason that he's been retired, is because of the fact that he is a reactive AI, basically frame perfect. So Sabotage eliminated in the first round of the Tournament of Champions.
Select your heroes.
Takes his 20th normal loss. Rugal jumps to 18-1 overall. And now we move on to our second battle in the Tournament of Champions, Rorschach versus Perfect Cell. Two people who have not been retired. Because they're both competitive, but at the same time, they're not infallible. We go to the slums for this one. Rorschach does technically have a seed advantage. He's ranked 3rd thanks to his 2 trophies. Perfect Cell only has 1. Wouldn't mind being named Championsist, though. Death Beam connects. Choke Slam connects. Rorschach cornered. Death Beam again. Very close, but the Body Blast is enough. Rorschach takes loss number 1. Perfect Cell goes up 1-0. Perfect Cell versus Rugal would be a very interesting matchup, but Rorschach starts with the thruster. And another thruster blast that connects. Another thruster blast. Rorschach trying to force a game 3 here. Perfect Cell gets in with the Body Blast. There's the meter. There's the big combo, and Perfect Cell 2-0s Rorschach. You would not believe that Perfect Cell was a 6th seed.
Select your heroes.
Next up, this is a matchup I'm very interested in. It's a 4-5, thanks to the fact that they only both have 1 trophy, despite Bridget getting extremely close. How is this going to work out? Will it be meme spam that wins, or will it be yo-yo spam that wins? We haven't seen this stage in a while, because Joel came in that first tournament and then was immediately retired after I did some additional testing.
Who wants to fight with
Joel,
me, the Mind Lord?
Bridget, round 1.
To the stage of history.
I'm spinning to winning. I'm spinning.
And the screen immediately fills up with stuff. Like, Joel's hurt box takes up the entire screen, but so does Bridget's in a way, as the Super Death Sword has Bridget cornered. Down goes Bridget in 1.
There we go. There we go. There we go. They're proudly displayed. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot.
Battle 2. Fight!
Bridget, man, nice comeback there. Nice combo here. Big juggle on Uncle Joel. Wow, Bridget literally can't figure out what to do. I've never seen her AIs this confused. She gets absolutely bum rushed by Joel.
There we go. There we go. There.
Joel moves on.
You
only his 6th career win.
You fucking
and
idiot.
only Bridget's 10th career loss in a normal loss. Joel moves up to 13-1. Bridget is 56-19. So that goes to show you a lot about balance. And even Bridget's not infallible. I mean, she didn't even make the Final Four in this tournament. It shows you the level of competition we have. Whew. Oh boy. Oh boy. The first one retired after she won 3 trophies. Takes on our newest trophy winner. Milia Rage, Colonel Sanders.
To the stage of history.
Milia starts by trying that melee rush attack of hers, but Colonel Sanders was good on defense there. I would be shocked if Colonel Sanders won this. Yeah, not happening. There's round 1 to Milia.
Battle 2. Fight.
The Final Four, and there's the Ultra Angel from Milia Rage, who is now looking to earn... Oh, wait a minute. Flurry of Sanders. It's not over until it's over. Nice defense there from Milia. She gets the grapple. She gets the juggle. She gets the victory. But the flurry of Sanders there, very impressive. And you're talking about a Final Four that is, in all of my time playing Mugen, this is 4 of the toughest people to beat. Like, this is the Final Four that I about expected for this tournament of champions. Milia, Joel, Perfect Cell, and Rugel. That's how that should be, honestly. No offense to the other 4 trophy winners, but Colonel Sanders takes his 10th career normal loss. Milia Rage was retired very early in her career, so she now has 30 total career wins. Can Frame Perfect beat Perfect Cell?
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Perfect Cell can do nothing but charge meter, and that's a smart move because that gives him the Cyberman. We'll have to see if Rugel can actually, do anything against the Cyberman. But Rugel is about to perfect. Well, so much for that.
Battle 2. Fight.
Swatted out of the instant transmission, into the wall. Choked out. I thought this would be more competitive than it is. Perfect Cell finally gets some hits in. There's a counter into the coup de grace drill. Done and done. Not close. Rugel Bernstein. Second career perfect for Rugal.
Select
Perfect
your
Cell
hero.
only allows his second perfect ever, and his 20th loss. Well, that did not go like I expected. I expected Perfect Cell to put up a little bit more of a fight, but here we are. It's going to be Memes versus Milia.
Who wants to fight with me, the Mind Lord?
Welcome back to the stage of history.
It's about even. Milia is in, like, super AI mode. She's definitely in a different mode than she was when she fought Colonel Sand. But Joel just fills the screen with his entire hurt box.
Battle 2. Fight!
Ultra Angel got countered out of. Joel continues to fill the screen with just everything. Just so many projectiles. There's the pizza. Milia is now in chip range, which is not something you say very often about Milia, but there's the Ultra Angel. Joel's in chip range. Oh my goodness, but the back elbow.
Come back when you get some balls.
Joel won with his Ultra Elbow. You saw the Mario, Luigi, and I don't remember the other guy. No, not. Anyway, that was technically his Ultra, so he definitely gets an Ultra win there. His first Ultra win of his career. Milia almost forced a round 3, but those are only Milia's 3rd and 4th losses of her career, and that's why she got retired. So now it's going to be somebody whose hurt boxes the entire screen versus somebody who is frame perfect on countering. One of these people is going to be considered championsist, and will go to the Hall of Fame. These guys were added one after the other, and have both been retired. Which just goes to show you the power level of these people. Joel versus Rugal to become championsist.
What's a MIDI file? I'll show you.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Joel's better at zoning you. Because you can just stand across the stage and just hurl shit at you. And he doesn't even need to stand across the stage to hurl shit at Rugal, as you see here. He got right up in Rugal's face and was hitting him with the guitar. Muda, 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 muda! There's an Ultra for Joel. Round 2.
Fight!
Rugal went for that counter and immediately got swatted out of the air. There's finally a counter from Rugal. Championsist. Memes are indeed invincible. Joel wins. Off to the Hall of Fame with Joel. Rugal Bernstein takes his first normal loss of his entire career. We changed Joel's fill color to gold. Joel does indeed, he is indeed owed a duck hunt. So we are going to give him a duck hunt real quick. And then we'll move on to the other thing I have planned for today. I need to get that set up anyway, so... Lord, I don't even want to think about it. Joel has 1 trophy and is retired to the Hall of Fame. He is now considered championsist.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Oh, there's a burning super depth sword. Ooh, yeah. Oh, there's a burning super depth sword. Oh, there's a burning super depth. Oh, there's a burning. Oh, there's a burning super depth sword. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super depth. Oh, there's a burning.
Now, I can hear the death sword, the burning super death sword stand.
Oh, there's a burning. Oh, there's a burning spin arrow. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning. I'm spinning. Oh, there's a burning. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning. I'm spinning.
Headphone warning.
Spin arrow. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super depth sword. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super. Oh, there's a burning super depth sword. Come back when you get some balls.
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh, there's a burning. Oh, there's a burning super depth sword. Oh, there's a burning.
I don't actually think the burning super death sword is the most efficient way to get the points in duck hunt. But he's, with all of his projectiles screen-filling attacks, he's just gonna go with the super death sword.
Oh, there's a burning super depth sword. Spin to win, baby. Oh, there's a burning super depth sword.
So he's actually not gonna rank very highly in the duck hunt high scores. Like, he'll do better than Colonel Sanders and Rugal, sure, but like, if you look at Million Rorschach scores, they both have high 5-digit scores. Well, he's starting to come back. Up to about 50,000. He's literally spamming it over and over. 60,000 is going to be his score. So yeah, mid-range duck hunt score. Milia is still owed 1. Rugal is owed another 1 as well. Bridget's Perfect Cell, Sabotage all need to play Duck Hunt 2. Well, let's go ahead and just, since he got 2nd place, we'll give Rugal his 2nd Duck Hunt. Now, he sucks at Duck Hunt. It's so weird. But I kind of want to work on this other thing that I'm getting ready for, so. Well, you know what? I can tell you about the other thing while we get through this Rugal Duck Hunt thing. And if it's boring, I'll just switch over to the bracket. I am eliminating Takagi Yoshiyuki. He has been eliminated. He's not going to go through an eliminator tournament. He is 1-24, even in the load balancer, he is 1-24 on his career. He's been here since the start. He sucks. We're eliminating him. There's going to be a tournament to take his spot in the tournament. Among the 8 people that have been eliminated, not retired, due to performance issues or whatever, but actually eliminated in an eliminator tournament. And as you can see, Rugal actually, well, he hit a duck. Or 2. He has a score. But he has stopped hitting ducks. So, we'll go ahead and just show you the bracket. This is the second chance tournament. Waha versus Kung Fu Man. Kyo versus Deadpool. Kuroko versus Gustavo. Rainbow Mika versus Brian. The winner of this tournament will take Takagi Yoshiyuki's spot. And, wins in this tournament also count, just like with the Tournament of Champions. So, could see somebody get off the bubble. But here we go. Here's Rugal playing Duck Hunt. Here's the second round. He misses on the kick. He already has a better score than he did last time. Wait, is he actually gonna play Duck Hunt? Nope, he's done. He's done playing Duck Hunt. He got a couple hits in. So I was curious to see who the bottom 8 would be. And obviously the bottom 8 is going to be dependent on this tournament as well. But right now the bottom 7, discounting the winner of this bottom 8 tournament. Mr. Jones, Falco, Bison, Neko, Arc, Shaq, Dio, Brando, Big Zam. There's your bottom 7. Takagi was going to be 8. I've taken him out. So consider that your bubble. And then whoever wins this tournament... Oh yeah, perfect. Really. Real perfect. 6,125 points. Still almost twice as good as his last time, as his last round of Duck Hunt. So
select your heroes.
Horrible. Alright folks, here we go. The second chance tournament. We start with Waha versus Kung Fu Man. And again, these wins count. And we're just going to do random saves. Because a lot of these people do not have saves.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
And this will be our last tournament for the night tonight. I'll get the bracket set up for next Monday after this. Whoever wins this second chance tournament is probably going to end up being an 8 or a 7. With Joel being champions list, he already wasn't competing. He was already retired from the tournament. So I don't know if we'll have a new competitor. We won't. Yeah, we will not have a new competitor next time. The new competitor will basically be whoever wins this second chance tournament. Waha was one of the first eliminated. She has a 2-8 record. I think she actually would be the first. She would be the first person that was ever eliminated in an eliminated tournament. Wow, the wall run. How about that?
Battle 2. Fight.
By the way, Kung Fu Man is 0-10. That's his career record. So Kung Fu Man, one of the, I believe 4 people in this tournament that have never won a round. Yep. 4 people in this tournament have never won a single round in their presence in the MUGEN tournament. Kung Fu Man is the bottomest of those, though, at 0-10. Ultra there from Kung Fu Man. Waha was pinned in the corner. Flaming Rush, though. Kung Fu Man wins with his rush, and we go to a round 3. That would be Kung Fu Man's first career victory in MUGEN. It actually counts. All those times he survived the Eliminator don't count for squat in the rankings, but now he actually has a win that counts. Waha with the tag in. Fire spin from Waha. The big uppercut from Kung Fu Man. Seeing some big moves come out in this matchup. Waha is in the danger zone. Kung Fu Man gets thrown to the ground. Waha just can't do enough damage. He's got to do something big. No meter on either side. Waha now in chip range, and down she goes. Kung Fu Man gets a U and a W and moves on.
Your heroes.
The default character, the one that comes with the game, Kung Fu Man, gets his first two wins, one of them being an Ultra, no less. And despite Waha getting her third career win, she will not be back. Sad. Move on to Kyo versus Deadpool. Kyo, one of the originals that hung on for a long, long time. Deadpool, one of the most disappointing new entries in Mugen history. Had high expectations coming in, then lost in the first round and got eliminated in his first Eliminator. I'll have to see if he can recover here against Kyo. Kyo, another King of Fighters competitor. Wouldn't mind coming back.
I'm the ghost of Christmas Kick Your Ass!
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Deadpool overall 0-2. He was only ever in one tournament. Kyo was overall 2-16. He was in several tournaments, in several eliminators, and finally got eliminated in a match that, honestly, I thought we were going to see Takagi get eliminated, but it is Kyo. He has a small advantage. It's getting worn away by Deadpool here, but wow, what a move by Kyo! The explosive ultra move from Kyo gets him round one.
Fight!
Deadpool hitting a nice combo there. He's just not doing enough damage to Kyo. Kyo with some nice defense here. Deadpool has full meter. Kyo has been good on the blocks here. Deadpool, however, has not taken too much damage and now has Kyo cornered. Just throwing Shoryuken after Shoryuken, and he's got full meter. Very dangerous. Shoryuken's Kyo out of the air. Hits a nice 3-hit combo. Exploder. Oh, the Falcon punch by Kyo there, and now Deadpool finds himself cornered and knocked out. So here's your stats on that one.
Select your heroes.
Kyo nets his first Ultra victory of his career. Deadpool. By the way, Deadpool took a double time loss. No less. Deadpool now takes his first career normal loss and ultra loss. He's dropped to 0-4 on his career. Harsh. now move on to two of the originals that didn't. One lasted far, far longer than the other. Kuroko from Samurai Showdown versus Gustavo, a Mugen original. I'm gonna just let this match play itself. You guys can have fun watching this. I'm going to feed my dog. I don't really have much to say about this one.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round. Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round.
Oh, what an ultra from Kuroko! Nice.
この感覚思い出すと癖になります。
Final battle.
Here we go. Forcing the round 3 is Kuroko.
You can hear the calm before the storm as the round begins.
That's Gustavo's Ultra used right there. And that's Kuroko's Ultra that he used right there. It's not quite enough, but Gustavo in chip range. Kuroko gets the win. Kuroko with the 2-1 on Gustavo. Gustavo will stay eliminated. Gustavo 0-4. Now drops to 0-6. Or I'm sorry, 1-6, because Gustavo did get a win. That's his first career win. Kuroko, however, manages to survive. We'll jump to 5-19. But at the same time, he survives. I gotta go walk the dog real quick. So we're gonna get Armika versus Brian set up. And honestly, this is my favorite to come back into the tournament, is Armika. And Brian, the latest elimination, he's probably my second favorite, so whoever wins this match, by default, becomes the favorite to come back into this tournament. I'll be right back, I gotta walk the dog.
Select your heroes.
Something, come here. Alright, Rainbow Mika versus Brian. Brian, of course, eliminated and replaced by Shaq. Rainbow Mika would like to come back after an 0-4 start to her career and then getting eliminated unceremoniously. Brian is 5-21. Rainbow Mika is 0-4. Brian starts off with the health bar advantage here. Oh man, Rainbow Mika with the Ultra there. Brian with his own Ultra, but that missed, or just grazed Rainbow Mika. Now Brian with a stretch kick. Rainbow Mika can't quite get through his block. The Ultra shoulder!
I'm number one!
Brian, who was the last one eliminated from the tournament, could move on to the Final Four. He has a 25% chance of coming right back into it. All things considered, he would have a very easy path, no matter what, as Rainbow Mika, though, with a nice couple of shots there, keeping things even, wearing down Brian's health bar. Oh, but she misses her super move. Brian with a nice crossover. Super move misses again, but Brian corners himself. And now Mika's going to pound on him. Drop kick there. Brian on the other corner. 50 seconds remain. Time victory here favors Mika, but I don't think we're going to get there. Mika with a big hit on Brian. Brian now in the danger zone. Brian wearing down Mika. Aerial shot. Both characters in the danger zone here. And that's going to be it. The Ultra, a double Ultra from Brian, puts Mika down to 0-6.
Select your heroes.
The harshness from Brian, and again, Brian becomes the favorite to come back, and he would be in the top half of the bubble if he does come back at this time. He would be in the best position of the 4 remaining competitors. Well, here's the next 2. It's Kung Fu Man and Kyo.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Kung Fu Man just got his first 2 career wins. Going up against Kyo, who currently stands at 4-16. But Kung Fu Man starting off strong here. Kung Fu Man has cornered Kyo and is just hammering away, but he misses the big punch. He went for the taunt. Nice punch there. Nice 2-hit combo from Kung Fu Man. Kyo. Oh, well, the crossover was poorly timed. Kung Fu Man with a win. He is on a tear here. Kung Fu Man has gone 0-10 in his first 10 counted matches to 3-1 in this tournament. Trying to put together a 4-1 here. He has a health bar advantage on Kyo. The originalist of Mugen Originals. Nice move there from Kyo to bring things back to even. Oh, and the Falcon Punch connects, and now Kung Fu Man in danger. Really doesn't want to give up another 2-1 here if he wants to recover, because where he comes back at is the seed he's going to have, and he doesn't want to be stuck with a 7 or an 8, but he takes the win. He coughs up a win to Kyo, and we're going to go to round 3.
Final battle. Fight.
Axe kick from Kyo. Kung Fu Man now has Kyo cornered. Backs off a little bit. Ill-advised, and then corners himself. Not sure what Kung Fu Man is up to here. He's got to fight smarter. Nice move from Kyo there. Kyo has the smallest of small health bar advantages. And a bar of meter that Kung Fu Man does not have. Goes into super mode. Axe kick blocked. Defensive matchup. Falcon Punch, though, blocked again. As we get to 40 seconds, currently a time victory favors Kyo. 30 seconds remaining. Kyo again with a small health bar advantage. Kung Fu Man has no meter. Kyo with a shoulder tackle as we get down to 15 seconds. Nice grapple there by Kung Fu Man. With 10 seconds remaining, Kung Fu Man doing what he can to try and whittle down Kyo's health bar. 5 seconds remaining. A time victory still goes to Kyo, and that's what we're going to get here. Time up. Kyo wins.
Select your heroes.
Kyo scores his first ever time victory. Jumps to 6-17 with the 2-1. Kung Fu Man, that was actually his first ever time loss. He now has a loss of every kind. Goes to 3-13, but he will escape to the bottom of the rankings. That dubious honor will go to a tie between Rainbow Mika and Gustavo. Actually, it'll be Rainbow Mika on tiebreakers because Rainbow Mika has given up the perfect. We now go to our second matchup to determine who will be coming back. Kuroko, Ryan. All four of these were from the original Mugen competitors. Did we make a mistake by having Brian eliminated? Ryan had a bad tournament that got himself knocked out of Mugen of that top 32. But now he's just 2 match wins away from coming back. And coming back in a better position thanks to all these wins he's racked up. Like, he would be off the bubble. Or if he's on the bubble, he would be on the high end of it. Kuroko's doing a very good job keeping Brian in the corner. The rising shoulder there is blocked by Kuroko. Seconds remaining. There's Kuroko's Ultra. It is blocked by Brian. Brian in the danger zone here. Nice shot by Kuroko. Takes down Brian. And we've seen Kyo versus Kuroko a few times in the Eliminator, but now we're about to see it. We could see it to see who comes back in. Ryan summons Barkley Jr. Counters the Ultra from Kuroko. Rising shoulder there. Well, we're going to see a round 3.
Final battle. Fight!
Brian continuing. Oh my goodness, what an Ultra counter there from Brian. I can't believe this. Brian is now, he has turned it back on for sure. Brian would love to come back into this tournament, but he does fade back into the Ultra from Kuroko. Kuroko in danger, but he is a EX shot or a good Ultra shot away from evening this back up. And he's not going to get it, because there's the Ultra rising shoulder from Brian. And I can't believe this. Brian is back. Or he's at least one matchup away from being back.
Select your heroes.
He is 9-22. He would be in the bottom 8 as of right now. He needs a 2-0 over Kyo. That's for certain. He needs to 2-0 Kyo here. I think he can do it. We're going to go to the cruise ships then for this one. Winner of this match comes back into the tournament. Kyo currently 6-17 with a 26.09. Brian is 9-22 with a 29.03. He's definitely the favorite in this match. Kyo's making good work of him here. Oh, he missed the Ultra there. Big drill from Brian. The explosion from Kyo hits absolutely nothing. Brian has him in chip range. Just gotta hit something here. And he does. Round 1 goes to Brian. Brian really needs the 2-0 here.
2. Fight!
Keo, there's a small but growing health bar advantage for Brian. Brian's getting a couple of shots there from Keo. Shoulder tackle from Brian there. And it's now even. I think, in fact, Keo may have a small advantage, but Brian's chipping away at it. It's pretty close as we get to 25 seconds. It's hard to say who would actually have the advantage here, but Brian uses his Ultra and another Ultra, and Keo is now in chip range, so now it's clear who has the advantage. It's going to be Brian, who is 14 seconds away from just getting back into the tournament after just having been eliminated. Keo finally gets a shot in, but it's not going to be enough. 5 seconds. There's the shoe, and Brian is back. Brian is back, and he gets the 2-0 that he needed.
Select your heroes.
And that's actually going to put him at a decent... That's going to put him at a 7. Reset the fill. Brian's back. Let's see. I have to make sure that I sort this right. Otherwise, so I have to make sure I do it with everything. Otherwise, it's going to be screwed up. Brody. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. It's been taking just a little bit of time here because I have a dog on my lap. So yes, Brian is back. He is still in the bottom 8, but he's going to be a 7 in the next tournament. Here is your bubble. Here's your bottom 8. Mr. Jones, Falco, Bison, Neko Arc. And then your 7s are going to be Shaq, Dio, Brando, Brian, and Big Zam. That's your 7. So there's your bubble right there. Morgan, Iori, and CM Punk, you are all on notice. Those 6s have got to get wins or they are going to get punished. But congratulations to Joel for becoming the Champions List, our first Champions List contender. And we're going to start doing this the Monday after WWE pay-per-views. So we'll do the Tournament of Champions. We'll do the Second Chance Tournament. The bottom most person is now Mr. Jones. He's 4-22. So RIP. He's going to have to really do some work to get back in. And Mr. Jones will face Colonel Sanders in the first round of the next tournament. So, yeah, our your 1 seeds, by the way, as a reminder, next Monday will be Colonel Sanders, Sugetsu, Ella, and Filia Medici. And then your next 4 in are going to be Rorschach, Bridget, Perfect Cell, and Sabotage. So thanks everybody for tuning in today. I'm going to go watch WWE Raw and take care of this dog. Awesome day of Mugen. Definitely a lot of fun.
Your heroes.
Definitely got to see who really stands out in this field after the load balancer and the tournament champion. So, Rugal and Milia stay retired. Rorschach is a trophy away from being retired. But we will see you next week for more Mugen Mondays. Hope you guys have a great day and a good week.